Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Virginia versus Texas A&M college basketball matchup on Wednesday, November 29th, 2023. Of course, I do tons of free picks every day. When you give out that many, well, you're going to like some more than others. And those are the ones that I place those under the Premium Picks tab, and you can use the discount code PICK while you're there. You'll get 15% off. We also have Dime Club and Sharp Trading Plays. These are meant for people who make big bets. If you make bigger bets, you got to text that number that you see on the screen because it's not available on the website. So text that number. But let's get to this one. Virginia taking on Texas A&M. ACC versus SEC. Both these teams with just one loss on the season. That Virginia loss, oh man, was it a bad one. They got absolutely thumped the one time that we saw them lose. That was to Wisconsin in a game that they were dominated. We had seen Virginia at a conference earlier, and that was against an SEC team, beating Florida by 3 points in a game that was tied late, but for the most part, Virginia led most of the way. Outside of that, Virginia's looked really good, and that's why that game against Wisconsin was way out of whack. They were a 3.5-point favorite, lost by 24 points in that game. They bounced back with a 1-point win against West Virginia, but they were favored by 9.5 points against the Mountaineers in that matchup. You know, when we look at Texas A&M, Buzz Williams seems to have things going in the right direction, but once again, a team that got absolutely handled by Florida Atlantic after beating Penn State and then beating Iowa State by 4 points in a game they were a 3.5-point dog. You know, Texas A&M has not gotten a lot of respect. They have played a very big schedule this season. You know, most people are playing at a conference with at least a couple of cupcakes in there. Yeah, they played Texas A&M Commerce and they played Oral Roberts, but outside of that, it's been Ohio State, SMU, Penn State, FAU, and Iowa State. So really, you know, not a lot of slouches in that bunch. Virginia continues to do it the way that Virginia does it, and the way that Virginia does it is they play defense unapologetically, and certainly not, you know, saying that, you know, any rule changes or any new college basketball or anything like that is going to make any bit of difference, and they allow teams to shoot just 35% from the floor against them. That is the 6th best in all of college basketball. It doesn't really end there. I mean, they guard the perimeter extremely well. They are just a very, very tough team when it comes to defense, but you know, eventually you got to score some points. When it comes to the rebounding, Texas A&M has a gigantic edge here. They are the best offensive rebounding team in the nation. So here you have a team that plays extremely good defense against a team that is one of the best offensive rebounding teams, or the best offensive rebounding team in the nation. They're also one of the best defensive rebounding teams in the nation. Generally, Virginia at home is just straight money, and you say, you know what? A lot of teams are going to lose at Virginia. But this year, I think that Virginia certainly looked vulnerable against Wisconsin. I think Texas A&M has played that tough schedule. I think it pays off here. I'm going to take Texas A&M, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, be sure to use our betting tools at sportschatplace.com. They're 100% free, and they tell you how often historically all the bets on the board today have hit. Then pair them with today's odds, and from there, you can assess the risk-reward, putting yourself on the best bets today.